These are prices for films. I'm going to show you several films from Kodak, and also prices for developing the film, the negative, and printing photos. So keep in mind, these are prices from 2026. We are in Canada, the French province of Quebec, around Montreal. And these costs, these prices are in Canadian dollars, but also it's from specific photo labs. So I would say these are the lower costs. Now this one is from Jean-Coutu for developing the photos. So what I do, I just take my negative roll, I remove it from the camera when I finish all photos, and bring it to Jean-Coutu, and they send it to a lab in Montreal, which is called Les Pros de la Photo, the Photo Pros or something like this. And it's a good lab. It's a lab that I did already print photos from them, from film, and the photos are good quality. The colors are true, so it's a quality process if you want. So Jean-Coutu simply sends them the negative. Now there are two options when you get the negative and bring it to Jean-Coutu. The first option is to simply develop the negative, be it 24 pictures or 36. So development and then printing right away 24 photos or 36 photos. So it's a package, and when you opt for this option, you pay $15 for development part, and then you pay 50 cents for each photo. And these photos are only in 4:6 format in inches. So you cannot opt for 5:7 or other formats to print those photos. And also, quite important, you cannot opt to have them scanned and save the files, digital files, send to you by email, or use a USB key to recover the digital. So there is no digital format scan that you can take from this. It's really just developing the film. They will give you back the negative, and just printing all the photos, 24 or 36. Well, actually it's going to be slightly more, two or three more photos. You cannot select which photos to print, and you have to pay those 50 cents for each. So total with tax is going to be $15 for developing the film, and for a 24 is going to be $12 for the photos. So that's about $27 total, and then for 36 is going to be $18, so that's $33, I believe, total. So this is again a package, and I can tell you, you can also, and I did this, you can also just have the film developed, so just pay $15. So this is one possibility, but then you will have to print the photos separately. And then you enter the second scenario in the middle of this page. Let's say I did develop the film, I got my negative back, and I did not print any photo, and then I went to the film, with the film, to another photo lab. I had the scanned. Now I have well, actually, if you scan it at another laboratory, then you can come back to Jean-Coutu and print the photos from USB-K, just like a digital photo. And you get the prices at the bottom of this page. I believe is about also 50 cents for 4:6, and about 70 cents for 5:7. However, if you don't scan the film at another lab, and you bring back the negative to Jean-Coutu, and you just come with a negative which is already developed at Jean-Coutu, then if you want to print the photos, it's a completely different story. You can opt which photo to print. You can select, print this number, the photo number this and this and that. But then you have to pay $8, which is going to be sort of a scanning, And then the 4x6 is going to cost $1.1 and the 5x7 $2.2. So this is about 2 to 3 times more expensive than if you print the photos right away, or if you print from digital. And also this time, despite being scanned, you can still not get the scanned picture, the digital photos. You cannot recover them by email or by USB-K. This is the scenario in the middle of this page. So it becomes very expensive. So the best option is simply to just develop and print at the same time, same moment, same order, and you get just 4x6 and no digital photos. Now I can tell you that there are obviously other photo labs in Montreal, in Quebec as well, where you can have a 35mm film scanned. You can recover the digital image on USB or by email, and then you can obviously come to Jean-Coutu and print them just as digital photos, as the price for printing it's affordable. However, scanning the film at any photo lab in Montreal, that's where it may hurt. I will suggest to you one lab, one photo shop that scans the film for a very low cost, and it's going to be the same photo shop. This one, the name is Argentique or something like this is the name at the top of this. Maybe I'll put it in the comment section. This place, and it's also the place that has the prices for these films, it's rather inexpensive in Montreal. They scan 36 frames negative for only $8, $7 plus tax, and you get the digital images. So it's very inexpensive. However, I did find another photo lab that was asking me for a 36 about $35 or so to scan, only to scan, no print, no nothing else. So the scanning process may be very expensive. On this shop here, it's just one of the cheapest basically, and the scan that they do for $7-8 is going to be a regular resolution. Not a bad resolution, but a good resolution. However, if you want to print large formats, then it costs more. So for very high resolution, it's going to cost more. Anyway, so these are the costs for also the film that they say at sell at the same place. This one, it's 200 ISO. It's the regular Kodacolor if you want. So they cost this basic 100, 200 and 400 Kodak films. The standard, if you want, cost from around $14 you are going to see to about $16 Canadian dollars. 36, all these are 36. You can also buy the 24. It's going to cost $2-3 less. You add the taxes, right? So it's going to cost you around $15 to $17, $18 with tax included. I'm going to show you also the Tmax, which it's black and white, and that is going to cost, again, at this Photoshop, right? It's going to cost about, with tax, $20 or so, black and white. And if you go to other places, other photo labs, you will add perhaps, I would say, $3 to $4 to $5 on top of these costs. So those are going to be the more expensive one. This one is the cheapest one, or among the cheap ones that you can find. And you will also, I'll show you in a moment, so this is the 400. It's slightly more expensive than two others. You notice the box package did change for some reason, and there's still, you will find the gold 200, I think, which is a few cents more than So this is the black and white. So it's the prices are a bit, not the prices, but the boxes are a bit strange. This is the Ektar. I'll show in a moment. Ektar again. So again, Kodak is kind of changing the boxes, and maybe the films inside. Sometimes you have a gold 200, Kodacolor 200. I think there's a very slight variation between them. Probably they are going just to scrap the old boxes at some point and just stay with the newer one, black one boxes. Again, this is Ektar, and it got very expensive. It's about 25 plus tax, $27. Yes, it's nice. It's better than the 100 Kodacolor, but is it really better by a lot? No. It's better, it looks better, and I would prefer it over the 100 regular one. But to pay $27 at this point is too much, I think. So again, this is the Kodak Gold, which for some reason is being sold just along the other one, the regular Kodacolor, and perhaps for a while. This is again Ultramax 400, sold along the Kodacolor for Ultramax 400 new box. So the black boxes are the new ones, and I think it's the ones that are going to stay there. The other one, this one will stay there. This is the newer boxes. The old one that may still be sold, I think are going to be discarded at some point. I'm just guessing this one. I have no information. So this is it.